Hello my fellow gardening gals and guys, welcome back to my channel, Serenity Now Garden. My name's Jeannie and I garden in a zone 4B. So today we have a big planting day. Over the last couple weeks I did a few plant hauls. We have shrubs, we have sun perennials, we have shade perennials, we have rock garden plants, and we have some natives that we're gonna plant. So I'm gonna take you around the garden and I'll kind of show you before and after, kind of where I'm thinking of planting everything, and then what it looks like when I'm done. So if you like videos like this, if you could please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel, it would really help me out, and I hope you guys enjoy. Okay guys, so I got a lot to show you here. This is the side yard. We're trying to create kind of like a privacy hedge using mostly native plants here. My neighbors just extended their chain link fence there, and I'm kind of just trying to, create like some privacy there. So this is the before. I'm going to do the no-dig garden bed method. So I'm going to weed whack that grass really low and then cardboard over it, plant a couple plants in there, and then mulch. So this is just the before. Let me give you one more angle here. It's kind of bright out, but the afters, I think, here we go. The afters aren't as bright, so you can kind of see. So it looks so much better. I also took out that plastic edging. I don't think I'm going to use that anymore. It doesn't look very good. And also with our freeze and thaw cycles here in Minnesota, it just kind of heaves out of the ground. So here's what we did. We have an American elder there, a common elderberry. This will kind of take off since it's a native. I believe it gets about 6 feet tall, 6 to 8 feet wide. This is a Pyracantha, Yukon Belle. This is not a native, but I might end up having to move that if there's not enough room once these plants fill in. So that's the elderberry, another elderberry, same as on the other side. There's just some hostas and some astilbe that were already back there behind. I'll just leave those there. I can move them at a later date once this all fills in. So a few more natives over here. This is an American cranberry. This is in the viburnum family. I did 2 of those, one right there, one right there. They get about 6 feet tall and wide. I will put links down to a video that I did all about my natives if you guys want to see a little more information about each plant. This is also a native. This is a beaked hazelnut. This is just a little guy right now, but it'll get to be about 10, 15 feet tall. So hopefully that all fills in there. I cannot wait. This is my backyard. So, I mean, you're not really going to see a dramatic before and after, but we just had a ton of buckthorn removed and it was kind of mulched. So behind these plants, I just need to do a shrub layer. So I'm going to be putting a few shrubs just in front of these quaking aspens, but behind whatever plants are there. So this is just the before. I just have hosta, juga. Like I said, this was covered with buckthorn just a few months ago, so we got to get this filled in here. And this is the after. I decided not to put anything on this side, but I put a few shrubs just behind these perennials on this side and a few shrubs in the back. So let me show you each one. So we'll start. Actually, a deer ate that hosta, darn it. So we'll start with this. This is a Snowmound Spirea. It kind of looks like bridal reef Spirea, but it doesn't get as big. It's about 4 feet tall and wide. It's just going out of bloom right now, but this gets covered in white blooms in the spring. And this is a little spark Spirea. Gets really bright. I just thought it would brighten up the area. It stays pretty compact, about 3 feet. This I've never planted before. This is a Lotus Moon Pearlbush. It'll get about 6 feet tall, 5 to 6 feet tall. White blooms in the spring. I have another shrub video if you wanted to see. I'll link below. But this is Ash Leaf Spirea, Matcha Ball. Really cool leaf pattern on that. I just love it, but it'll stay pretty compact too. And I got 4 Snowball Bushes. They're in the viburnum family. You guys, these were normally $25 each. And I went to Lowe's. They were on the clearance rack for distressed plants for half off, but there was the manager standing right there, and he said if I bought a couple, he'd give them to me for $5 each. And look, they look amazing. I cut off all the dead little leaves that it had on there. Like they said, they said it was distressed, but these plants don't look distressed to me. So yeah, $5 each. I put 4. I'm going to train these in to look like a standard, like a tree. And we did a native back here because we just had a big hole to fill and all this mulch here. This is a common witch hazel. So this gets really cool looking in the fall. It gets these little like yellow flowers you could see there. But this gets huge. This is supposed to get 20 to 25 feet tall and wide. Just a little guy right now, but I cannot wait to see that grow in. We really need to fill that spot. This is a before of my rock garden. This is just at one side of this garden path here is all rock garden, and it's only 1 year old. I have a more detailed video, I'll link below, of all these plants for the rock garden. But this is the after. I mean, you can't really tell because we're kind of far away, but let me go through each plant that I just planted. So this is just mostly sedums. There's a blue fescue. I didn't just plant that, but I did just plant this one. This is in the lavender family. I do not know the variety, but if anybody can identify this for me, please leave it in the comments below. And check out this cute little arborvitae. It is a miniature evergreen here. I just think it just looks great in the rock garden setting there. That was already there, but that's a blue mouse ears hosta. And I just planted this one, this Artemesia Viridis. This will stay pretty short. It can get a little bit wide, but I can trim it. Saxifraga Paniculata. Looks cool, almost like a sempervivum. This is already there. Another mouse ears. But check this out. This is my favorite. Sedum Himalayan skies. Powdery blue. Like I said, if you wanted a better look at each plant, I'll put that in the description. Got some Silenes here, Snowflake, and that one's Uniflora there, that blue one. And we'll go up a ways here. I just got some sempervivums there. Those were already there. Cold hardy, zone 4. Here's a Dwarf Allium. I'm not sure of the variety yet. And check out this another cute little miniature evergreen. This golden pincushion cypress. It only grows a couple inches a year. So I just thought that looks good. I'm still going to put in a layer of rocks here. So I'm still looking for the perfect one. I'm thinking like black just so everything kind of pops. So there's the rock garden on the side there. And for the next area that I planted up is this shade area. Now I had a bunch of buckthorn removed here. I need to suppress all the seedlings. There's also a lot of Virginia creeper I pulled. So as you can see, I already planted up over there and I just want to kind of extend it through this whole entire area in front of this retaining wall. So I'm going to do the no dig method again. Well, I kind of already raked and pulled weeds, so I guess it's not considered really no dig. But I cardboarded and mulched, and now check it out. It's going to look great once all these plants fill in, but I got these plants mostly for a deal at Menards, so they're mostly just shade plants, just, you know, the hostas and Japanese forest grass. So I will do a separate hosta tour in a few weeks. But yeah, I think that one is, there's a Hakonachloa grass. That's an all gold. Just a little guy right now, but there's a Dream Queen hosta there. Halcyon. Another all gold Hakonachloa grass, aka Japanese forest grass. That'll get big. So sweet, I think that one is. That one's a bedazzled hosta. Really cool looking. I got that for a great price at Menards. Another forbidden fruit. Right here, I have some staghorn cutleaf sumacs. We kind of want this just to take over. We just like the leaf pattern on that. Yeah, so just a few more there. That's the side yard here. I put in just a couple of plants. There was a couple holes here or there. There's the Liatris. This is just on the edge of where the sun meets the shade. So I think this is going to look really good. It gets spikes of those like feathery pink flowers. So I never had one. I can't wait to see that come in. That's just a Roseanne geranium. Was already there. And this is where I put my Jacob's ladder, this variegated form. I put 3 of them here. Aren't those gorgeous? Ugh, I just love the leaf pattern. Now this gets more shade on this side, and they do like shade. Unfortunately, I believe these had spider mites that I brought home from the nursery, so I'm going to have to treat those with some neem oil. But they're still in good shape. It's minor. Sometimes that happens at nurseries. There's going to still be next to it. It was already there. And I just got this June Hosta. Everyone needs a June Hosta. When they grow in, they're a lot more blue. It's really cool looking. And I put this Neon Burst Dogwood. It gets 6 feet tall. It likes full sun to partial shade. Look at it's just going to pop in this partial shade area. And in the winter, these stems turn red. So they'll have some winter interest, or winterest, as I like to call it. So as you can see, just behind this area, so I planted up the side here, but just behind this where we had a ton of buckthorn removed. So I just kind of want to keep this area natural in here and plant a bunch of natives. So we planted these pagoda dogwoods. We got 2 of them. They're little guys right now, but they'll get like 15 feet tall or so. This is what they'll look like fully grown. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I cannot wait. So I planted another one right here. And you know, once we got rid of all this buckthorn, there's a bunch of native plants popping up here. Like here, this is some variegated or just regular Solomon seal. I didn't even know I had it. So yeah, hopefully that those just take off once you get away from the invasives. So we planted a blue beech tree. These are good for understory trees for shade. They get about 15 to 20 feet tall. Leaf structure is pretty cool there. Looks cool in the fall as well. So I planted 2 of those. Yeah, and we just want to fill this area with natives. And here is the front. I did this no dig bed a couple weeks ago. I just added, just this portion right here, and I put in that Proven Winners Sonic Bloom Weigelia. As you can see there, it's gorgeous right now. And look at it after. We just put in a couple shrubs, and I did a drift of phlox. So let me give you a closer look here. So these are 2 potentillas. This one is going to be pink, Bella Bellissima. These stay compact, so they get only just like 3 feet wide. This one, creme brulee. This will have white flowers. These are really drought-tolerant plants. And I didn't just plant this, but isn't that gorgeous? I love this plant. Sonic Bloom Weigelia, repeat blooms. I mean, it's tiny right now, but it'll get 4 feet tall and wide. Very good choice on that. I just love it. And here's my little drift of about 6 Phlox Paniculata. I just got these for $5 each from Lowe's. There's 3 different varieties, but it's all, like this first one you could see is the variety Baby Doll. It's kind of like a light pink to white. And then I have a magenta, and then also a magenta with some white variegation. And that's just my Globemaster Alliums. They were there, but I love those. And look at this is a snow white mock orange. It is covered with buds. So we're just in early spring, mid-spring. These are going to get white flowers all over it. I mean, for just planting it, that looks great. It'll get about 5 to 6 feet tall. It's going to fill in that area. I cannot wait. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed my planting day. Please like and subscribe. And happy gardening, everyone. Take care.